Yo, what's up, guys? My name's Marksmanship, and I'm playing Goodwin Hunter here. Whoops, I think that was wrong. So, anyway, this is Mythic Opulence. This is, it's a pretty tough fight. It's pretty fun. When I say tough, I really mean fun, because those really are the most fun. And we are going to be playing the super fail, can never move and do any damage marksmanship spec today. So, obviously, like all of my other fucking videos. So this spec is terrible, and you can't cast while moving, so you really don't do any damage. So we're gonna try and fix that here. So we're just gonna try some little tricks, some little things. So basically on this fight, there's two different areas, two rooms, and they split off. So you have to do 10 and 10, 10 people and 10 people. You want to have even healers, even tanks, obviously. Even DPS. Actually, even DPS is pretty important. And they just go through, and then they come, and then they meet back up at the end. So I am on the right side. So basically what's going to happen here, we're going to do our regular old marksmanship. We are going to first, we're going to mark the boss with Hunter's Mark. We are going to double tap at about, 8 seconds, 7 seconds, doesn't really matter. Then we're going to misdirect to our tank so that we don't instantly die on the pull at about, 4 seconds. Then we're going to pre-pot, and then we're going to pre-cast. So those are, 5 important things that you have to do in order to do good damage and also not die immediately. So yeah, we're going to start it off. So we got this countdown going, 8, 7, 6. These fucking dudes. We're going to aim shot. So basically, we're going to start with aim shot. We're going to rapid fire. What you want to do, you kind of want to start in the room a little bit. You don't want to be on the edge. You don't want to get left behind. You don't want to get locked out, because the room does actually stay open for about 15 seconds or even longer, maybe, into the fight. It actually stays open, so you can still run back out. You could even run. I could run over to the other room right now and join them if I wanted to. So you want to make sure you're kind of in the room, and this is more important later on, and as each room continues, as you go into each other room. So we're going to rapid fire, then we're going to go for that straight true shot, golden plumage, and then we're going to aim shot arcane, aim shot arcane. Now here's the first big mechanic that we've encountered, and it's a big blast, and I hope we don't die from it. This is the crush. So what it is, it's a 180 degrees. So it's kind of like if the guy is casting it up here, it's going to be everything in front of him. So you have to get fucking behind him. So if you're behind him, you're fine. So we just finished an aim shot cast. So we're going to immediately just kind of run behind him here. And then we're going to do a rapid fire. Now rapid fire is cast while moving. So luckily we do have at least a spell that is cast while moving. Maybe we have others. So we're going to aim shot arcane there, aim shot arcane, aim shot arcane, and now we've timed it well. And of course, you should have done this anyway. You wouldn't do it any other way. But we have timed it well to Flames of Punishment is coming up, and we don't have any aim shot charges left. We do have one, but that was during true shot. So now we're going to move and shoot with steady shot, and we're going to finally. So here, I'm cheating a little bit, but this is what you kind of have to do as marksmanship. You have to cast your aim shots when it's safe. So when you have a safe space and a good time that you can stand still and cast aim shot, you have to do it. You really do. You really have to maximize those safe spaces. I think that's what we've been hearing about in the news lately with the safe spaces. I think it's about casting aim shot. So basically, I stayed here and I cast aim shot. Now he's lighting this old room on fire, and I am in the fire right now. But I have, as you can see by my weak aura, I have 4 seconds until the actual room blows up. So I'm gonna sit here and finish our aim shot, and then I'm gonna move. So now I'm moving over here. I'm arcane shotting. I'm steady shotting. So here is another big mechanic. There's actually two coming in right here. The first one is the flame vents. So the reason why I moved specifically where I moved, and I'm standing still now, this is my favorite spot to stand, and I've done this, like 100 times now since we've done Heroic and Mythic. These flame vents over here, they will open and fire will come breathing out, and it does lots of damage. and it's only, well, it can be 3, it can be 2, it depends. So basically what you want to do, my favorite spot is to stand right in between the first 2 and the second 2. Now there are 5 in total, so there's another one over here behind the boss. But basically you want to do right in between the first 2 is what I like, the first 2 sets. So basically what that means is if both of these open, I can just, I only have to move a tiny bit right over here. And then if this one opens and not that one, I can, so it depends. If both of these open though, which is pretty rare, I think that's more rare than any other combination, then I would have to really move. But as you'll see here, these 2 vents, they open. So, Midoriya here, Midoriya isn't maybe not the best spot. I am, of course. I am in the best spot because, oh boy. And all I have to do is move a tiny bit. Now, I'm going to explain another mechanic in a second here. So I moved over, and it was a really quick, easy move. I didn't really have to spend much time. But there's a second thing here. So if you notice, I'm going back here about 5 seconds. I got the swap ink buff. So I'm going to get swapped into the other room. So on Mythic difficulty, there's another new mechanic where you actually get teleported between the rooms. So one, and it's always, I guess it can be a healer. I'm actually not 100% sure about that. But I know it's always DPS at least. One DPS will get switched from the right room with a DPS in the left. So they will just switch with each other immediately. It's just an instant teleportation. I don't know, I guess it's like some kind of like, oh, I'm going to fuck with you guys, I'm going to teleport you. I don't really know the lore behind teleporting, but anyway. So what that means is when you're on the right side and you get teleported into the left side, first of all, you need to know what the left side does and what is like happening on the left side. So you need to be aware of voltaic charge and obviously the flames and the lasers and crush. But the best thing you can do is know when you're getting swapped. So I can see it here on my weak aura. So I'm getting swapped. So I'm about to be a super bro. And like I mentioned before, my positioning is perfect. I am about to be a super bro. And I'm going to put this guy who's about to teleport onto my position. Now remember, I'm switching with somebody. And they're teleporting to me, and I look at this. I give them a great spot. They're not in the vents. They're close to the boss so that they can dodge the crush. Like, heck yeah, bruh. And I'm here. This is a good spot, too. I mean, I'm close to the boss. That means I can dodge. I can probably dodge the crush if it's coming out. But the vents have not spawned on this boss area yet. And I am not looking at them specifically. This is a little bit of a mistake. So what ends up happening, they open right over here on the left side, and they end up, actually no, I dodge those because I'm just too good. So I actually dodge those vents. But you do have to be aware that right when you're getting switched, there might be vents spawning, there might be a crush, and that's where obviously voice communication comes in very handy. You can say like, yo, whoever's about to get teleported, you're going to get fucked up, so just say your prayers. And the moment you get teleported, if you do not move, you get a damage reduction buff where it's like, if you just get teleported and you just take your hands off the keyboard and don't move, then it's like, I forget, it's like 80% or 99 or something % damage reduction, so that you can just kind of stand there and wait and then be like, oh, okay, I'm safe, and then, start playing again if you need to. Now, I don't need to do that because it's a crutch. Because I'm just too good. So here I'm casting an aim shot. I'm in a good position. He's about to crush here. Now this is a good crush. I'm in a great position here. I'm just behind the boss. Don't have to move at all. So we're steady shotting. Now the vents are spawning. So this is where you should pay attention. The old vents will close and then new ones will open where the old ones weren't. So it's very, very obvious what is about to happen. And I do take a tick there. It's 81,500. So I did take a tick from the flames there. So that's my first sort of, you could say big mistake. But it's healable. I mean, it's really not that bad. So this is the left side. So I started on the right side and then I got teleported to the left side. Now the left side has something very different. It's the volatile charge. Basically, it doesn't do any damage right away to anyone else. It might do ticking damage to you. I forget. It's not very much if it is. But basically what it is, you have to drop the volatile charge kind of on the edge of the room, or just drop it in a place where nobody needs to go, or nobody really needs to use that room. So for example, it's on Carbon right here, and we see it on him. He basically, the best spot he can go to is just backing up and going right to there. As you can see, there's another one right there in this corner that has been dropped perfectly. Like, that was great. I think that might have been Deb or somebody. And then you see Deb over here. He's about to actually get roasted, but it's okay. So Crush is going out. So you see here, Deb over there, he's dropping. First of all, he's dropping a volatile charge. The vents are spawning on him, and there's a Crush. So let's see if he makes it. Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's at a third health, but I think he's all right. I think he made it. So just picking on Deb a little bit there. So another thing here, I had to actually run through one of the flame vents to leave the room, which you basically have to do. I mean, you could wait for the other vents to despawn and then the new ones, and then you can go through. But the best way, and this is showcased later in the video, the best way to deal with that is to always be at the exit of the room, like be nearing the exit, trying to stay at the exit so that you can, go straight into the room right when he phases without having to, go through fire or dodge volatile charge or any of that shit. So here again, I'm doing I'm doing true shot, so I do true shot, aim shot, arcane, aim shot, arcane, and then rapid fire, and then we are going to, I did arcane there, I skipped my whatever, so there I did double tap. So this is just for marksmanship. You want to double tap at the end of your true shot, like anywhere after 6 seconds. So you can, it's just however your globals, however your positioning works out, but you want to double tap an aim shot at the end of your true shot. Not at the very end. You want to still get the buff in on your actual damage. But that's where double tap comes in handy. And he's doing more volatile charge. So again, there is, so yeah, I actually got swapped again there. So I'll just look at that. So there are also the lasers. So these lasers, it's coming across, it's on wire right now. And wire's in a pretty good spot because that's not really space that we need. And the boss is at 74%. So he's, he's going to phase somewhat soon. So that's a pretty good spot. So wire, what he's going to do here, because he's really good, I actually got swapped, so I can't quite see it, but he's probably going to just kind of kite it around the back and not up to the front and not into melee and stuff like that. So just, you're just trying to maximize your real estate. Basically, this fight is about real estate. It's like a real estate simulation game, in terms of you only have a certain amount and everybody has their little cut, and you can't be, dumping trash on other people's real estate. That's basically how I think of it. So again, here I am getting swapped. So I'm waiting. So here, for example, just for marksmanship again, I could cast an aim shot, and I should, because it's about to hit 2 charges, except that I'm about to get swapped, so I won't be able to finish the cast, obviously. So instead, I just go for an arcane shot, and then boom, I'm switched again. So here you do want to mark, you want to hunter's mark again, and then move into position, finish that aim shot, arcane, just doing some stuff. I like to get right next to the boss just so that you can dodge the crush. You can dodge the crush well enough. And this is, a pretty uneventful room. I don't think there are lasers. I don't know, there might be. I guess we'll see here. But this is a pretty easy room. So basically, again, for marksmanship, you want to finish all of your aim shots. You want to get rid of all of your aim shot charges. And then you want to just go into your cast while moving. So the best place to be for Flames of Punishment is right on his left foot. And you can get pretty close. And you'll see later on, I get pretty close. Like, you can play it close on this mechanic. You just need to not be lagging. You need to have really good frame rate, obviously, stuff like that. So here he's going into the next room again. I'm going to finish an aim shot here, and then I'm going to move a little bit to the edge. I should move a little more to the edge. Yeah, there we go. It's a little better. So that when the laser spawns, and it's spawning right here, it's easier to take it out. So there, that's not that great. It's going right into, and there's some melee. I don't know who that is. You know, I don't know who that is exactly, but
we can't do that.
It just kind of seems like there's a melee that, yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna, again, it's true shot. So we're gonna aim shot arcane, rapid fire. So here's the big thing. So this is what separates the marksmanship men from the marksmanship boys, okay? And you're looking at a fucking man right now. I'm about to go man mode. So we are in the middle of true shot. It still has 6.8 seconds left. It is like, we are really in the high point of our true shot right now. And we are really looking to big dick that damage. But big digging the damage, that, you know what that means? That means standing still to cast aim shot. And we just finished rapid fire, which is our cast while moving spell. So what are we going to do? Flames of Punishment is already going out. It's not like it's about to come out. It's already going out. Like, boom, look, it's finished cast. And what am I going to do? Here's what you're going to do. You're going to stand way on the left side of his foot there, like right on his left toe. Like, suck on that toe. Okay, I don't know. That was weird. I still have 5 seconds of true shot. I just cast double tap, so I am in. I am in here for this, okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stand here, and that's right. I'm gonna cast aim shot during a high movement mechanic. I'm going to cast aim shot. Now, look where I am. Everyone else they're starting to make their way. They're starting to make their way to the left side because they're good players. Now, as a marksmanship hunter, you know, sometimes you're a good player, maybe not. I don't know. It's up to you. But you're definitely going to have to be a ballsy player. I'm going to finish my aim shot, and then I'm going to immediately move over with everybody else, with all the other good players. I'm going to finish another rapid fire. So basically what happened there, I did lose a little bit of damage just because I should have been aim shotting instead, because aim shot does way more DPS, and I had all my other buffs up already. So aim shot, not aim shotting that whole time is a DPS loss, but I mean, it's Flames of Punishment. If you get hit once by Flames of Punishment, it's like 200,000 damage. If you get hit twice, you're dead, 100% dead. So I'm not going to stand still and just cast aim shot. Like, I'm not that retarded, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I'm going to stand there, finish an aim shot. So here's another thing. He's about to crush, and I just backpedaled into his crush area. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to have to move forward again over here, and now I'm in a good spot. So we're going to finish an aim shot. You are about to witness best disengage NA. Just wanted to let you know ahead of time. There is a big flame patch here. There's a lot of fire. I could kind of go left around this way, but what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to finish the aim shot. I'm going to 360 no scope a disengage all the way over here. That's right. Ooh, perfect positioning. You love to see it, you know? You don't hate to see it, you love to see it. Again, the flame vents are spawning. We're in a good spot already because our play is just perfect. Again, you kind of want to stay a little close to the boss here. Here's a big point. There's a big problem here. Let's see where the crush goes. Now, the crush is going in a large open area. Now, this is all open, you know, this is all free area from the vents. So basically what's happening here, we have a flame vent that's going across this way, and then the boss is here, and then he's casting. It's just about, I think it's a little offset. It's a little offset to the right. So there's a little bit of area right here that was safe. But our tanks are very good. Like, we have great tanks, and they are, not only are they like good at, you know, damage reductions and knowing when to taunt and shit like that, but they know how to maximize the DPS's uptime. They know how to let the DPS get in there, you know, stay in that pocket. So basically, this one, what is it? This is Krush. Yeah, Krush he did move him just a tiny bit out from the flame vent. So even if it were like a flat 180, and then of course the flat 180 on the backside of the flame vent, we would still be able to sit right behind the boss and both avoid the crush and avoid the flame vents. And here it's a little offset. So here I was able to get onto his left foot. And boom, nobody ate that one. Nice. We're going to move out of the flame vents. I did take a flame vent tick there, but that basically is the lesser of two evils. Like, that's a much better damage to take than the crush. If you had gotten crushed there, you would be dead because you would be stunned and then you would get flame vented. And without some crazy externals and relying on the healers to save your ass, you would have been dead. So it's okay to take damage from flame vents right there. That was just, one of those things. So again, here, he's casting Flames of Punishment, and I'm going to be a man, and I'm going to cast Aim Shot. And, okay, I finished the Aim Shot. Plenty of time. Don't freak out. It's cool. Just be cool, dude. Here, again, this is the very end of this room. This is the gate that falls, and then you run into the next room. And he's at 41%. So this is great positioning. And look at this. Just wait a second. Look. Literally everyone. Look at the mini-map. There's nobody in this room anywhere other than right where they're supposed to be. This is perfect. If you guys are on my raid frames and you're in range, well done, because we're all in the perfect positioning, and this is obviously how it should go on right side every time. Right side, of course, maybe a little bit easier, but still, well done. Good on that. We're going to steady shot. We're going to cast while moving. So this is the gem room. So this is where you grab your gems. I don't really know much about that shit. Obviously, the healers have to get both. One of the healers gets the shadow debuff one, and then the other one gets the healing damage +1. I'm going for Opal, and Opal is really good because you do lots of extra damage, and I'll go into more of that later because it really helps throughout the fight to understand how it's working. But again, we're just gonna do our true shot cooldown. He is crushing, so I'm gonna move out of crush. We're gonna rapid fire, aim shot, arcane, aim shot, arcane, double tap, aim shot, arcane, and now he's Flames of Punishment. But look, we finished our rotation and we're good. And now he's moving already. So fuck Flames of Punishment. And if you didn't know that, if you take him down to his percentage, before he finishes Flames of Punishment, he'll just stop casting and run away. So, and the same thing for Crush. I don't know about like Volatile Charge. I guess if he's about to do Volatile Charge, he just won't do it. So, that makes sense. So in this room, this is the last room. He does like a super mega Flames of Punishment. It's like a lot bigger and a little bit faster, I think. And it probably does more damage. So here again is a Crush. We're gonna move for it. We're gonna fucking get good here. Okay, so here. Oh God, yes, please. This is so great. So what has happened? I have gotten the Opal Gem, right? So the Opal Gem, what that does, every time you hit a new target, so like every time you just basically tap, I think, but you probably have to do damage to it. Every time you hit a new target, you get 2% damage. You get 1 stack for every new target, and 1 stack is equal to 2% damage. So yeah, it's pretty good. So I hit this guy, the Yalata Bulwark. That guy has given me 1 stack, and I am at plus 2% damage right now. So, hey, 2%, all right, it's not that much, but it's pretty good. So, but the dream, okay, so the dream here, let me explain all this shit that's happening right now. So right side, because it's a little easier, and because, let's see, me, 50, and Curler, and Creepy are here. Yeah, well, anyway, some strong DPS are on the right side right now, so it's dying a little quicker. Oh, and Stormcaster, I guess, yeah. Although, I don't know, I don't really see him. Where's Storm on there? Anyway, so basically what is happening, the right side is ahead of left side, so meaning the golem on the right side is higher health than the golem on the left side. And you really want them to die just about the same time, within like 3 or 4 seconds of each other. Because longer than that, I forget, I think the boss is capable of despawning or something if you don't really time it right, just because he gets aggro from somebody who is untargetable or something like that. Anyway, you want to finish both rooms at the same time. That's the lesson to be learned. So the thing is, on right side, I am on right side right now. I'm casting an aim shot, and I'm on right side. And I'm like, well, we're going to have to stop DPS in a few percent. And I'm not going to be able to do damage. I mean, I might, like, arcane shot once in a while just to reset true shot, but I'm not going to be able to do, like, my full aim shot and blast. I'm not going to be able to do the big blast. So the dream here is to get teleported during this phase, if you are on the stronger side, In other words, you're on the side that is winning the DPS, sort of, but because of other mechanics, not really maybe because of outstanding DPS, but probably just because it's a little easier to do damage here in general. So you want to be teleported from the strong side to the weak side. And guess what? I got the teleport debuff. So you know where I'm going, the promised land. This also is the absolute dream because I have 1 stack of the opal buff. And when now he's casting Flames of Punishment here, so this is a little side note. If you're about to get swapped and there's Flames of Punishment, you should fucking tell the guy, because be like, yo, whoever the hell is about to get teleported, you better clench and either take your hands off the keyboard or go full man mode, all right? Do not go little boy, little girl mode, all right? Go full man mode, go woman mode, all right? Let's be a little equal here. But you better get tough, or you better take your hands off the keyboard and get that damage reduction buff. Remember, when you get teleported and if you don't move, you get the damage reduction buff. So here, I'm going to try and I'm going to try and be a bro. And I'm going to go all the way. Look, I'm farther left than almost everyone. Only Midoriya. Yeah, Midoriya knows too. He's in there, except for that time on the flame vent. So we'll forget about that. But I am right here. I'm in the bro mode. So if the person that's getting teleported, if they want a man mode, I've really opened the door for them to man mode. For them to not move, or to move if they want to. If I was over here, like on the right side, like right where my cursor is, oh boy, that is a dick move. To be totally honest with you, that is a real dick move, because the other person, they really want to man mode it, and they're like, nah, I don't need that damage reduction buff, or I don't know about it, or I'm not thinking, and didn't realize what was happening, and I'm dead immediately. Don't do that. Like, that's a dick move. If you're gonna stand over here right when Flames of Punishment is casting, and you're getting the swap, that is just, get out of here, buddy. So boom, that was, bro mode. That was so good. So again, I'm spawning in here. He's crushing, and this is the dream, guys. The dream has happened. So not only am I not having to stop DPS on this side, I got a second stack. I got a second stack on my buff here. And that is actually, you can't get this stack unless you get teleported. It's impossible to ever get this stack, this 2% damage, unless you get teleported. So this is the dream. You will always be 2% ahead of literally everyone else, except for the few other people that got teleported during this phase. But probably, almost everyone, at least who you're competing with on parses or things like that. So I'm already ahead. Like I'm set here. So I'm just gonna finish out this phase. We're dodging a crush there. That's kind of a tough little crush. So in this room, this is the opposite of the right room. The right room, he does big blast, Flames of Punishment. It's not really that hard. You just get on his left foot and it's whatever. This side though, you do have to again think about the real estate sort of mentality. There's real estate and you can't take it all up. You have to use it like a resource. It's like Western civilization coming into a new country and just fucking it up and taking everything, and just you got to be sustainable with your real estate here. So you got to make good voltaic. I keep saying voltaic. I like that better. I'm gonna keep saying voltaic. I think it's volatile, but fuck that. Take your voltaic charges out and you put them in no man's land. Put them in the desert. Put them right on the wall. Like, nobody needs that shit. What we do need is the center right here in order to dodge crush. Because if you're dropping one right here in the middle, if you're dropping it like right here, and then we have to dodge a crush, and it's like, all right, am I going to get fucked by that, or am I going to die from this? And it's like, well, I guess I'll, take the fucking, So you really want to be careful with your voltaic charges. So I'm going to cast my aim shot. So here I do have a true shot going up, so we're going to aim shot arcane, rapid fire. Oh wait, no, I'm doing a little differently there. Yeah, that was a little bit of a mistake. If you're a marksmanship hunter, please look away, avert your eyes.
We should be able to go down at DPS.
So I'm going to get a volatile charge here. Now you see that monk, that DPS monk? Yeah, pretty good. He right at the very end of it, he kicked himself out, whatever, flying fuck kick, and he dropped it, and then he fucked off back into the boss. So that was, all right. If you're gonna man mode it, then that's how you do it. He's gonna crush again. And so here, I do have volatile charge, so I'm gonna go ahead and start heading out to the edge. The boss, now you'll look, the boss is at 3% health. So, I mean, these are the last charges that will matter. So me dropping it here, I mean, I could drop it all the way at the edge of the wall, and, like, I'm completely capable of doing that. But, I mean, I'm just going to drop it there. I could have moved, like, 3 more feet, but it literally does not matter now because the boss is dead. And, again, this is the dream, guys. I was able to do damage this whole time, and the meters reflect that. And so I'm gonna disengage over here. So this is what happens: is both of you are finishing at the same time. And look, hey buddies, hey guys, I haven't seen you since the beginning of the whole fight. Damn, it's been years. So we're gonna click Opulence here. We're gonna mark, and then boom. Now the moment I tagged Opulence, look, I got a 3rd stack. Nice. So Opal, I'm up to 6% damage now. I did lose the other healing damage buff though. That's too bad. Basically now the spirits of gold are coming out. So there are a few things here. You want to hold your cooldowns, at least anything that's AoE, any percent damage, anything like that, anything that just helps your big AoE blast. You want to be saving those for these ads that are about to come out. Secondly, there's also a liquid gold. Like for example, it's on Insane right now. I don't know how rogues deal with it. They might be able to cloak it or something. I don't know. They do it their own thing. But basically, if you have liquid gold is the one that you get out for. You need to get out for liquid gold. It means it drops a piece of shit under you that everyone else has to walk in, and it does damage, and you don't want to do that. So you run it out, hopefully to the very edge of the room, or even up here, the staircase. This is an open staircase that just goes right back to the beginning of the fight, like the room where you enter the area. And that's just a good place to just drop some liquid gold puddles, just because that's real estate that nobody needs. We can just fill it with shit. This is the real estate we need, is right in here. So you do not want to drop liquid gold in the raid. Don't do that. There's a second one now. You can't quite see it. It's kind of hidden by my thing here. Yeah, so Coin Shower is on Curler here. So Coin Shower is the thing that you want to keep in the raid. You have to keep it in the raid. Now there's a personal responsibility thing concerning immunities. If you have a turtle, if you have an ice block, whatever, some things like that, then you can soak the Coin Shower yourself, and that means you can get the fuck out. But Coin Shower, you stay on raid groups with you. It does big damage, and you have to share the damage. And then Liquid Gold, you get out with. So, yeah. So basically, everyone's leaving because Curler is a hunter. He has aspect of the turtle, which is an immunity. So he's gonna get slapped by the boss with Coin Shower, but he's gonna immunity with turtle. But Envion and Wire here, they are running out with Liquid Gold. That's great.
All the way out, Wire.
And now the big thing here is, yes, so he is casting. So he actually casts the spell. So it really should give you a big indicator, a telegraph of when the ads are spawning. Because look, he's casting this long-ass spell with ads coming out. So my job here, I have True Shot available. It is ready to go. And I need to make sure I'm at 100 focus. I'm not quite there. I'm actually a little off. I'm at 70. Yeah, I'm at 79 right now, and they have just spawned. So I'm not. I didn't play that perfectly. I should have had full focus right when the ads were coming out. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop my True Shot, and now you'll notice something that just happened. Here, I think you missed it. All right, but what's gonna happen here? Look at my stacks. I have 3 stacks on Opal. On my weak aura here, and then boom, 11 stacks. That was 1 multi-shot. So basically, Opal, every time you hit a new target, it gives you an extra stack. And I just hit 8 new targets, so that's 8 stacks. That's 22% damage now. All right, so we're getting there. All right, so the damage is starting to get up there. So we're gonna aim shot. Ooh, Ooh, big fat aim shots. And then, ooh, that's a big aim shot. All right. And then we're gonna, ooh, okay, not bad. So that's the first wave. Now the first wave got me up to 22%. Now you know what happens with the second wave comes. Yeah, we're gonna get up to some more frickin' stacks here. So basically here, the ads are too spread out really to AoE off the boss, like cleave off the boss. So you need to start single targeting them. So here I switch to, it's this one right here. I'm gonna try and start aim shotting him. You know, start casting some shit. Try to kill his dumbass. All right, he's dead. Let's switch to, I switched to that one way over there. Aim shot. So also another big thing here, this is the, what's he doing? The Whale of Greed. So the Opulence boss is actually casting the spell, and this is what you absolutely must have the shadow buff for, the, well, debuff that the healers get. And that's just a healing thing. I mean, they either do it or they don't. It's a binary thing. It's not like you can just barely get out of it or something. It's just like either they've given it to you, which they almost certainly will, or they haven't, probably because we're wiping. So you should be fine during this. I mean, you can use a little bit of a DR, but it's really not too much damage if you do have the, because they're going to be using healing cooldowns and stuff for that. So it's not too much damage just on you if you're doing everything right. So another thing here, we're going to just keep finishing off these ads. There are 2 left over here in these, you know, these puddles. And Wire is going out with his coin shower. I guess he can immunity it or something. No, he died. He died immediately. So I guess there was something going on there I didn't know about. And
You guys see how big those puddles get?
yeah, so those puddles are big as hell. So here again, the ads are spawning. Now I've made a few mistakes here. True Shot has 6 seconds left on it. I could have, if I wanted to, I could have nerfed my damage a little bit, but just have reset the cooldown on it. That's the cool thing about Marksmanship. If you really have to, you can sort of forego the normal rotation and do a bit less DPS, but reset the cooldown on True Shot in order to have it up for opportunities like this. Now, having True Shot up here and 100 focus is a lot more DPS than how I'm doing it here. So I'm still like, oh crap, I have to. So, you know, I'm not even in True Shot right now, and the ads are spawned and we're lusted. So this is, you know, it's a big mistake. This is a big Marksmanship mistake. But you'll notice again, look, my stacks are up to 19 now. What is that? 38%. No, 28. Yeah, 28%. No, 48%. Jesus. Wait, 30. Okay, 38. Yes, 4. Okay, 38%. I'm retarded at maths. 38% damage increase. So, you know, we're getting there now. So we're definitely up in that damage range. The boss has lost the ruby buff, and it's, I mean, this is a wipe. This is about our closest attempt. So we're still kind of learning it. This was the first time we got to this room on Mythic, not on Heroic, but we've done it a few times on Heroic. But again, I'm just trying to show like how I was playing this and some of the mistakes I've made. Like, and this True Shot is a big mistake because these ads, any damage you can do when they are clumped together is much better, obviously, than like the single target damage that you have to do like when they're way the fuck out. But anyway, I'm gonna pop my trinket and my True Shot there, and then I'm gonna aim shot, and then I'm gonna rapid fire here. Rapid fire produces a little bit of focus for us, so I can just get a little bit. And then, okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to double tap here and look at the damage meter. I am at 15.5 million. This is just fun. Like, I just like to watch this. I'm at 15.57, 58, okay. And I'm going to cast an aim shot. And it alone did 1 million damage. Damn, that was a sick aim shot. And then another one, oh my god, 800,000. That was about 600,000. Nice. Yeah, so that's why Marks is so good on this, just because you get True Shot, and then you get super duper blast on your AoE. So basically, that's just about the whole fight. You just have to keep running liquid gold out, soaking the coin showers or immunity of the coin showers. killing the ads. I think the ads they increase the size of the liquid golds or something. I'm not 100% sure. You can check on that, but they're bad. You know, ads equal bad equal kill ads. Anyway, so yeah, that was our closest attempt. And you can reset the boss here, so that's convenient. And then every time the boss resets, you automatically get ported back to this starting area. So yeah, that's basically the entire fight. And you know, the big thing is just the flames of punishment in the room. You want to make sure you're doing. My thing is kind of freezing right now. And when you're getting swapped, so like for example, this swap weak aura, you want to make sure it's really noticeable. And my eyes are usually here, they are here, or they're like, you know, in this area. That's usually where my eyes are, and you want to make sure you're having it. If you don't have a noise, mine doesn't specifically have a noise. I think I haven't bothered doing that. I just moved it to a spot where I would always see it and be like, oh shit, I'm getting swapped. All right. So yeah, the swap thing is important, and then planning ahead for flames punishment and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's the marksmanship experience on Opulence. You know, it's pretty sweet. It's definitely high APM. Like I'm in there. I'm in there. I'm like pa 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 pa. So I was enjoying myself, and hopefully we will get this next week because Super Bowl has canceled Christmas basically.